Tonight, new information about those high-profile indictments in Willacy County. Tonight, News Channel 5 shows you some of the Vice President's financial records.
That's right. Records the Willacy County District Attorney says could be used to prove Dick Cheney is guilty of criminal activity. News Channel 5's Becky Medellin has a closer look. Becky.
Letty Rick, the charges against the vice president stem from the Willacy State Jail in Raymondville and from an inmate, Gregorio de la Rosa Jr., who was killed there by fellow inmates in 2001. Willacy County District Attorney Juan Guerra says elected officials let the jail get away with murder so they can keep making money.
Unknown to me at that time, this thing was going higher and higher and higher.
Guerra's investigation took him all the way to the top, to Vice President Richard Cheney.
And greed will get you discovered and get you arrested. That's what happened to Cheney.
He tells us he went through Cheney's financial records and prison companies' financial records and found the connection. Take a look at 3 of the top prison companies Guerra researched: Corrections Corporation of America, the Geo Group, and Cornell. The common denominator among all 3, the Vanguard Group, an investment company that puts money into all 3 prison companies.
So we knew Vanguard was the key.
Now look at the vice president's financial disclosure from last year. It shows he owned shares in the Vanguard Group. Guerra estimates Cheney has $85 million invested in Vanguard and in turn in the prison companies.
The problem now that you have is that he has a direct interest.
A direct interest in making sure the prison companies stay in business. In his indictment, Guerra writes that no government officials made efforts to properly investigate the death of Gregorio de la Rosa Jr. He says that was due to the money being made by government officials. Guerra claims Cheney put a stop to the De La Rosa investigation in 2006. He says Cheney is looking the other way while De La Rosa and other inmates across the country are dying in private prisons, and he says that's why Cheney is charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. And Guerra says Cheney isn't the only one in on the act. Tonight at 10, we'll show you some of the evidence being used against Senator Eddie Lucio, who's accused of taking kickbacks. Plus, you might remember Guerra was arrested last year. He says that was part of the plan to keep him from uncovering all this information. We'll tell you who was behind that and show you how they're tied to this case in a report later this week. In the newsroom, Becky Medellin, News Channel 5 at 6.